Hello, this is Steve Forbes. I am presenting my video final on fire service volunteers, a dying breed. And I've got the question mark there because, and I'll let you come up with your own assumptions, and you probably have your own opinions, is where is volunteer fire service today? And we'll answer a few of those questions. Take a look at this right here. You got a career fireman and a volunteer fireman arguing over something probably insignificant. And this little boy here is saying, "Excuse me, but aren't you both on the same team here?" And really, that's true. Why are these guys arguing when what we do is put fires out? And it doesn't matter if we're paid or volunteer. This little boy, this is what he sees right here. He sees two firemen going into a fire and doing cool hero stuff. So a quick background on me. I started out as a volunteer firefighter in 1998 with the Tascasita Volunteer Fire Department, which was an all-volunteer fire department at the time. It is now probably mostly paid with volunteer supplements. But I was a volunteer there from 98 to 2005. And then I graduated from the Fire Academy in 2002, and I am still a career firefighter, but I work at the Fire Marshal Office, and I wait till the fires are out before I go in. But look at this right here. Look back when I was a probie, a rookie. This is what I wanted to do. I wanted to grab a hose line. I wanted to go in, and I want to put fire out. Doesn't this really resonate to be true? A paycheck doesn't make you a professional. How you approach the job does. There's many people out there that do all kinds of jobs, and they don't get paid for it, but they're professional at what they do, and there is a separation there. So what else has changed? Well, the population in the metropolitan areas has been increasing, and people are they want to move further out. And what this does is it's putting an additional strain and demand on rural volunteer fire departments. And according to the National Volunteer Fire Council, there are approximately 200,000 less volunteer firefighters than there was in 1983. So in almost 40 years, we have 200,000 less firefighters. So we're still around the 650,000 volunteer firefighter mark. But we're going to go through here in just a minute and show you that, yeah, that's a significant amount. That's 1/4 of where they started, but we still are strong. So let's look at this chart right here. This chart is from the Vestal Volunteer Fire Department, and they are a 100% volunteer fire department. They're in New York. And you see this trending black line here. This is their total call volume. And it has just been trending up all the way since about the year 2000. And they started around 375 runs a year, and they're at 1,000 calls a year now. And they are still a volunteer fire department. This Pac-Man looking chart here shows you the Pac-Man, the yellow part here, is all volunteers. This represents all volunteer fire departments. Your next pie slice over here shows mostly volunteer. Then your smaller piece right here is mostly career, but with still some volunteers. And then your career firemen are right here at 9%. So if you add up all of this without your career firemen, that's 91% of all fire departments in the United States are still at least some volunteers. So that is a huge number, a significant number. Time. There's only so much time. We can't buy it, can't get it back. And many volunteers feel pressured by their families and their jobs that, volunteering is taking too much of their time. And this happened to me, and this was my fire family here. And I had to make a decision that, this is my blood family, and that's what's most important. So I did have to quit as a volunteer, and I had a lot of fun, but I learned a lot of things, but it was time to move on. So vision for the future for volunteers. Really, recruiting is going to be key. They have to keep recruiting people or it will die out. You have to let these folks know that they're appreciated. Right here shows you this gentleman's receiving some type of award, whether it's for retirement or what have you, but people want to feel appreciated. And then over here on your right side, you have some ads trying to get people to come volunteer, to sign up. So let's look at a little bit of the money real quick. In Travis County from 2008 to 2011, you can see this chart here. And it shows that revenues have been going up, but expenditures have as well. And revenues are still up above expenditures, so that's obviously where you want to be. So how are they retaining volunteers and keeping volunteers for so many years? Well, volunteers are starting to get compensated for their time, okay, in a couple of ways. They're getting compensated maybe by working a shift, a 12-hour shift, and they get so much money per shift or so much money per call. And then many agencies are actually initiating a retirement system. And the Gravette Fire Department is looking for volunteers if you're interested. And you can see right here they're paying per call, and they also have a retirement system. So that can also lure in and keep people as well. So the vision statement really hasn't changed, okay? This is what we do right here. We put the wet stuff on the red stuff. So we do have to have a clear vision ahead. And Joseph Steinberg said it really well. He says you have to surround yourself with those on the same mission as you. And it really rings true that if you surround yourself with people that are not like you, they're not like-minded, don't have the same goals, you're not going to succeed in whatever you're trying to do. So we do have to collaborate with officials as fire department administrators. We have to be able to communicate and articulate our needs to city managers, council, mayors, what have you. It's very important. And this is very important as well. If we have the right people in the right positions that are going to lead, then volunteering has a strong future. I really do believe that.